lessons.com. All right, just had my lunch and I thought I'd hang out with you guys. I don't have any lessons today for lunch, so I thought I'd hang out, answer your questions if you got any questions, and do a little bit of practice in between. Yeah. I've only got my old phone to practice from, so I don't have like all the reaction stuff in there, which was what I was hoping to do. So instead, I'm just going to do a little bit of whatever's in this phone, which is all the older stuff that I normally used to practice before I started doing reaction ones. Hello, Anime Craft. Hey to Brazil. All right, what have I got in here? Oh, you know what? I might do some of my brother's runs. My brother Karim, he's an amazing singer, so he's got a bunch of original songs, which he's incredible at runs. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do some of his right now. Oh, yeah, he's got some crazy ones, man. All right, here we go. This one's called Nothing But Beautiful, this song of his. Let's check it out. Oh my god. You hear that? Hold on, we'll start with an easier one. So this is from the chorus. Ready? Oh my god. Karim, that's Karim Hayek, my brother. My brother, one of his runs from his songs. You're nothing but beautiful. Oh, I forgot it. It's been a long time. You're nothing but beautiful. That's it. I've learned these already. I just thought I'd revise them a bit because they're really, really hard and they're really fun. So, like, whenever I listen to these songs, I like to be able to try to sort of sing along with it. Oh, but beautiful. Oh, yeah, nice. It's pretty good. React Dimash again. I will be soon. Sherwin, hi. Just wondering, have you been to the Philippines? No. Mark says, how's it going? I'm good, man. Lord Liz, Coach, are you married? No, I'm not married, but I've been with my girlfriend for 5 years and we live together, so we're pretty together. We're committed. Hey, the weekend. Afrojack just came to say you need to react to So Young. Yes, I will. It's a good one. Hey, Carl. Hey, Jasper from Manila. Who's your favorite R&B artist that you reacted to? Yeah, for my reactions. I think my top two would be JR and Daryl Ong. Probably my top two. Just because they're the most similar style to me. Doesn't mean I don't like the other artists. I love the other artists. And it's hard to choose between male and female. So male will be JR, Daryl Ong. Female would be Kyla and Katrina. It's hard to choose. Morissette's right up there. It's really hard to choose. Yeah. Okay. But I like all of the ones I react to. No, nothing but beautiful. Beautiful. Ah, yeah, not bad, not bad. That's my brother Karim. He's incredible. Oh my god, Philip, I'm listening to you while cooking. You are so amazing. Thanks, man. Philip. Zinbin, hi. Animecraft. Alicia. I haven't heard Alicia anime. Carl, I can do runs with you, coach. I'll go run around you. Nice. Lodel is my favorite reactor. Thank you very much. All right. So that's one of Karim's runs there in that song. I'm going to try another one. One of the, maybe an easier one. My brother goes really deep. Check this out. Feel inside, whenever you arrive to my door. To the side, and where you arrive at my door. It's so deep, man. My brother's got like a really thick, low voice, and so I put that in my practice list because it's really deep. So it's good to practice my deep voice, like my low voice. My door. That's better than it has been in the past, so I'm happy with that. See his flow, it's hectic, right? My inside when you come to mind how I feel inside whenever you arrive at my door. Beast. Feeling on your body, detailing every curve. Feeling on your body, detailing every curve. Crazy melody, right? Feeling on your body, detailing every curve. Feeling on your body, detailing every curve. Yes, I'm better at that too. I used to struggle with that. All my other practice has been paying off. It helps with everything. Suddenly you arrive at my door. Feeling on your body, detailing every curve. Yes, nice. Okay, next part. Mark, can you react like... Yeah, guys, if you want to show me reaction ones, just like maybe don't comment them in this chat because I won't look at this chat again. Yeah, so just comment them on my normal videos, like my normal commenting. I won't remember it. I make screenshots and links for all the things that you guys send, so that way I can react to them. But if you send them here, I won't see them again, and I'm unlikely to do it. Okay, so just general Q&A here, guys. That'll be better. Lord Liz, you really love runs that much, coach. I love any melody. See, that wasn't a run there. That was just a melody, but it's a hard melody. So anything that I can't do, I like to practice it. I just happen to be pretty good at most of the melodies already, which is why I don't really practice them much. But runs are much harder. So for me, so that's like something that I've been working on for a long time to try to master, as well as falsetto, etc. Okay. Hans is spamming here. I'm not sure what this guy's talking about. Jasper, hey. Pandita, hey. Jim, what's up, Jim? What's up? Jim's one of my students. My long-term students. He's a beast. He's almost at his 90th lesson, 90th 20-minute session. He's killing it. He's killing it. Pandita, that's beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I sort of remember Pandita. I'm not sure. I will be reacting to Dimash more. Have you heard of Tori Kelly? Yeah, I love Tori Kelly. She's crazy. Sup, Kyle? Hey, May from the Philippines. Okay to use falsetto if I want to... Yeltsin says, is it okay if I use falsetto if I want to go higher? Especially runs that is above my range. Of course, yeah. Use falsetto when it's out of your range. If you're going to sing a song. Or you can consider dropping the key of the entire song to fit your range. It depends on the melody. It depends what the song's doing. But definitely use falsetto. Otherwise, you're just going to be struggling. It's going to hurt. Hey, Telegram. How you going? Kifak Habibi? Kifak Habib? Telegram also did a lesson with me one time. Once or twice, I think it was. Pandita. And for low notes, I like something like What a Wonderful World from... Oh, I forgot the name. Yeah, What a Wonderful World's nice. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom. I'll do a high version. I see trees of green. I see trees of green. Red roses too. I see them bloom from me to you. But I think to myself, yeah, what a wonderful world. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Hey, 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 hey. Wonderful, wonderful world. There we go. Oh. That's not the original. That's Guy Sebastian. He does a version. That's what I'm copying. Carl, my coach said you need to open your mouth to hit higher notes. So that might be your problem. Me, you mean? Do you mean my problem? Hit high notes? I don't have a problem with high notes. Falsetto, yeah. Falsetto is up and down. The falsetto is up and down. I'll consider that. Team, you don't need to open your mouth to hit high notes. Check out JR. When JR hits high chest notes in the parachute cover I recently done, he barely opens his mouth. He sings it like that. You check him out in the video on the Wish Bus. He's barely opening his mouth. So you don't need to open your mouth to hit high notes. It does sound different though. It depends on the sound you want to do. Don't need to open my mouth to do high falsetto either. It just sounds different, right? Just got a different kind of sound. Yeah. You don't have to do it. Just a different kind of effect. Team, fill in. Please react to Morissette yet. Do you have any suggestions when it comes to using mixed voice? My high notes have the tendency to become falsetto-ish. Yeah. I don't really call it mixed voice. I don't really call it that. I just call it chest voice at different volumes. So to get higher, you need to start low. And then you need to gradually stretch your voice until it gets higher. Okay? If you want to learn how to do that, come do lessons with me and I'll show you how to do it. That's all I can say, really. You have to learn to stretch your voice. Start low, go high. I've got a lot of videos on that. Otherwise, come get lessons and I'll show you how to do it. And that is the most powerful tool, is the teacher showing you how to do it in the lesson. It's worth more than any book. It's worth more than any course. It's worth more than any video you could watch. The one-on-one session with the teacher, because the teacher can know exactly where you're at in that moment and know how to stretch your voice and show you what to do. Yeah? Hope that helps, Philippe. Chino, look for KZ performing as Amy Winehouse. Okay. I'm not gonna read the reaction stuff, guys, because I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I'm not gonna. I won't look at this chat for reactions, so I won't remember anything you guys are writing here when it comes to that. So just Q&A, please, and comment reactions on my videos as a normal comment. Otherwise, I won't see it. Romeo, I have a hard time slowing down. I love these questions, by the way, guys. I have a hard time slowing down my runs. If it's not quick, there is no run for me. But since anything is possible, I believe it's just a matter of time before I can perfect it. The only reason I slow down runs is to actually learn the notes and to be able to execute them faster. That's the only reason I slow it down. So if you can already go fast, you don't actually need to slow it down. So I would wonder, what's the reason you're slowing down? The reason I slow down is to memorize and learn the notes, because when it's fast, it's too fast for me to actually learn it. And if I do try it while it's fast, it's like it takes up so much time, whereas if I slow it down, I can immediately memorize the notes, learn the notes much quicker. So it's more effective, and I'm more likely to gain speed by slowing down and doing it accurately than rushing and doing it fast. So it is very hard to slow down. It's very hard. I teach this to my students. So come and grab a lesson and I'll show you how to do it. It's actually very hard, even with Amazing Slowdowner, to slow down notes for you. Some people still can't figure it out. It did take me years to get to the point where I could just figure stuff out by myself. But what I do in lessons is I take away the years component for you, and I help you do this much quicker in a matter of weeks to months. Yeah? I help you recognize notes, recognize your mistakes within a few months, instead of having to go through a few years like I did, trying to figure out my mistakes by myself, where I couldn't really hear the notes. And I sort of had to, because I was persistent, it did take me a very long time. So will you actually be able to do that on your own? I don't know, because I've trained some people and they do really struggle. I always try to get them to do it on their own first with me in the lesson, and I watch them struggle. And so I help them at a certain point, because obviously that's what they're paying for, to be helped, and that's the fastest possible way. So you can try on your own, but there's no guarantee you're going to get it. Whereas if you come get a lesson, it's guaranteed. Lessons, it's guaranteed you're going to be able to figure it out. So I highly recommend that, Romeo. Otherwise you're going to struggle, man. I struggled for many years. I wasted a lot of time on my own. I mean, I did end up learning, but I mean, it took a very long time because I didn't know how to do things, so I didn't do it often. You know, I ended up focusing on guitar more and songwriting, which was good because I wrote some songs and stuff. B King, what do you think of Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah? I can't remember Leonard Cohen's voice, but I do like that song. Carl Schmidt, guys, before you request something, have a little research. It's already done. Okay, thanks, Carl. Hey, coach, how do you practice vibrato? I can't seem to do it consistently. I can usually do it when singing classical pieces. Okay, that's an excellent question, Carl. Go to my playlists. There's a playlist. So you go to my channel. There's a playlist there. Practice daily or something like that. It's called daily. I think it's called vibrato. I'm not sure. Look in my playlist, and it's got like 9 videos that show vibrato from slow to fast. They're a minute and a half each. All you got to do is sing along with them. Some people struggle with it, and it's still hard, and you might need help. You might need a lesson to be able to figure it out. But I've put it there for the people that don't need the lesson and they can figure it out on their own. So try that playlist. This is essentially what you do, okay? Let me show you. You have to try to create that feeling. That's that. And you have to learn to speed that up, okay? Watch me slow it, speed it up and slow it down. Straight. That what you just saw there took years. Okay, if you get lessons, it only takes months. All right, but if you're alone, it might take you might not be able to figure out how to do it. I did figure out how to do it, but it took me years because I was on and off. I wasn't consistent, etc. So I highly recommend the lesson. All my students get it within maybe not as fast as me, but they do start to get it. Then they see progress within the first few weeks of doing it with me, and then within a few months they've usually got it at least to 75% of the speed that I was doing there. Everyone progresses at a different rate. Some talented students got it within like 5-6 weeks, so it just depends on your current level. I'm loving these questions, guys. Absolutely fantastic. How are you always so chill? You know what? That's a great question. I did a lot of teaching over the years. I've been a teacher for 10 years, right? I taught in a private school, in a private guitar school. And then I taught, which was like a business, a private business, not mine, someone else's. I taught about 70 students a week for about a year. And then I became a teacher for the teachers. And I used to train the teachers how to teach the new students. And then I went to high school and taught for 7 years as a high school teacher. And I had to learn how to be patient because learning is difficult. So as a student myself, because I'm always learning, you guys see my practice videos, I realize how difficult the learning process is. And I've experienced teachers that make the learning process more difficult by being stressful, by making you feel like you're not good enough, or pressuring you that you should get it quickly now, or having an angry tone, or just being not that patient with you, you know, not smiling, all these things. So I thought, I don't want to give that experience to my students. How can I be better at this? So I thought, I want to get as good as I can at what it is that I'm teaching so that I'm comfortable with what I'm doing. I'm confident in myself and my abilities, firstly. That's why I always practice. And I feel like that now. I feel like I'm really good at what I do in terms of singing, like I know what I'm doing. And then I'm really good at breaking things down. So those things are good. So since I got those two things, the two necessary skills to be a good teacher, I'm a good singer and I'm good at breaking things down for people at all levels. Then the last piece of the puzzle is your personality. What kind of personality should you have? So I try my hardest to be the kind of personality that will make you feel encouraged to go hard, make you feel motivated to practice, but make you feel as well that you can't be lazy, you can't just get by without getting it right. I'm going to make you feel like, no, you didn't get it right. We're going to get it right. We're going to keep going till you get it right. But don't worry, you will get it right. We're going to keep going, and I'm going to keep adjusting you until you get it right. So that's the kind of mindset that I have when I teach. If I go, come on, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you getting it? If I talk like that, it's not going to help the student. It's just going to make them frustrated. And it's usually a sign of the teacher's inability to know how to break something down. So here's what I do when I get frustrated. Here's how I trained myself over the years. When I couldn't do something with a student, instead of getting frustrated and blaming the student, I blame myself. And I say, you are missing a skill, Rashad, in my mind. You have to figure out how to teach your students. So in the lesson, I'll be honest, and I'll say, okay, that didn't work. Let me think of what we can do next. And then gradually over time, when I'm patient and calm, I'll think of what can I do next? Because when you're calm and patient, you can think of, okay, let me dig into my skill set. Let me dig into my creative mind of creating exercises, creating whatever is needed for the student, analyzing the student. What can we do next? What's the next thing we might be able to try to help the student get there? Because I want them to get there. I want you to get better. I want you to be like me. I want you to cheat. I want you to achieve. I want you to feel how nice it feels when you get something. Those little rewards you get every time you get something small. You're like, yes, I got it. I couldn't do it 20 minutes ago and I got it now. It's much closer. It's like closer, or it's a little bit closer. Whatever it is, it's a reward. You're better. And the best way to do that is to be calm and be honest and have a real relationship one-on-one. You know, my students and you guys, I want you to be like my friend that I can come and hang out with, chill with. I'm not going to talk to you like a piece of crap. You know what I mean? I'm going to talk to you like, I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate that you choose me to even want to listen to me, to what I have to teach. And I'm going to show you that by being patient, being understanding, and being good at what I do. Rant there. Hope you liked it. I loved your question. I absolutely loved your question. Thank you very much. I am from Sydney, Australia. This is where I am right now. But I'm originally from Lebanon. And I came here when I was 5 years old. My parents are both Lebanese, and my mum is half Egyptian. So I'm mostly Lebanese, quarter Egyptian. يعني بحكي عربي. أنا فيني أحكي عربي، بحكي تاني اللغة التانية العربي. And I just said, so I can speak Arabic, I can speak a different language, and that language is Arabic. So I just said, if you want to hear my Arabic tongue, I speak Arabic. And it's part of why I really appreciate when I react to songs that are in Filipino, because I grew up listening to Arabic music, and even though I'm Arabic lyrics tend to be in a formal version of Arabic, which means I only ever understand 20 or 30% of the lyrics, or quarter of the lyrics, and I always have to ask my parents if I want to know the lyrics, and my parents would explain it to me. So even though it's Arabic, because it's a formal Arabic that they sing in half the time, I didn't understand like more than 25%, like a quarter of the language. So I guess I grew up appreciating music for music's sake, not necessarily for the lyrical sake. Lord Dillas, you have many subscribers here in the Philippines, Coach, but I'm your number one fan. Love the song, What a Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. You weren't talking about me? Oh yeah, you're talking about that person that's writing? My mate's Yeltsin, and my mate's a long time ago says using falsetto means a singer is weak. What can you say about it? No, using falsetto is a tool. Falsetto is a tool. So if you're using falsetto instead of a high chest note, like say you're covering a song, and in that song the singer sings a high chest note, and instead of doing that in chest, you do it in falsetto, then it's probably because you're not capable of doing it in falsetto, or you're choosing to do it in falsetto. And if you're not capable of doing it in high chest, then yes, it's a weakness, and you should work on getting your ability up so that you can do it in chest voice. Yeah. For some people like me, falsetto is a weakness. So I could actually never sing falsetto consistently, and I still am not that good at it. Genetically, it's not been a strong point for me. And I have students who are the same, and I have other students who have an incredible falsetto, and their weak point is getting their chest voice higher. So everyone's got different genetic strong points, and I look at it like these are all different things that you have to work on. They're all part of the tools. They're like your skill set as a singer, And the more skills you have, the more you can do, the more options you have in a performance. So here's a practical example of what you're just saying. Let's say I take this song. So let's say I'm going to do that high note. We zoom into worlds unknown. So that worlds. World. So let's say I'm weak at high chest voice and I can't do that note. So I might go into falsetto. Some singers will do it. We zoom into worlds. They might intentionally do it. But can you see it has its own nice sound. So if you can't do the chest sound, work on it, definitely. And if you can't do the falsetto sound, work on it. Have both. That's what I say. Okay, I like to look at the full picture. Great question. What is your highest note? Do you like Michael? I love Michael Bublé. I absolutely love Michael Bublé. I was obsessed with Michael Bublé for a very long time. He's extremely smooth because he's got this beautiful vibrato, beautiful runs, amazing pitch. He changes the songs up so they're fresh, they become really original. He has great producers. He sounds great live. He's got a beautiful deep voice. And he goes pretty high as well. Not super high, like Boys to Men and that, but he goes high, like John Legend level high. So it's really nice to hear a voice like that. My highest note, I've hit an E in one of my videos in chest voice. So I can't always do it, but I have hit an E once when I was doing a run. Let's see if I can bring it up. I don't know if I'll be able to do it now. But it doesn't sound super strong, but it's there, so it's developing. Let's see if I can find it. Otherwise, other than that, generally B flat is where I can sort of yell really loudly. Like that's where I can A to B flat is where I can be kind of loud. But then after that, I use like a lighter volume voice because it's still new for me. But before that, I didn't have those notes at all. I like above B flat. But yeah, G sharp was actually my highest note when I very first started all those years ago. Here's an example of a really high note. Girl, girl, see what I mean? It's like not like fully loud voice. Yeah. That's, I don't know what note that is. Anyway, yeah. You guys can check out my videos if you want to see my highest notes. Check out my before afters. That's a good place to go. My before afters have good examples. Michael Bublé, I love Me and Mrs. Jones. We got a thing going on. We both know that it's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it go now. Ooh, we gotta be extra careful that we don't build our hopes up too high, 'cause she's got her own obligations, and so do I forgot to run there. And so do I. Me and Mrs. Jones. Oh, same place. Oh. I love that song. It's one of my favorites. Thank you for the tip, Philip. We'll stretch my voice. Start low and go high. That's it, man. Gradually. You're welcome. I think I heard him say before that he doesn't really listen to Bublé. I love Bublé. I do listen to Bublé a lot. I did. Not really now that much, but I did. I had a phase where I listened to him for a good few years. Like a lot of his albums. Yeah. I really like his voice and the way he does the songs. Telegram Sam. Rashad. Have you ever considered doing any blues music? Bet your voice... Just let me get the focus going here. Bet your voice could nail experimenting with that style. Yeah. I've done a couple of bluesy songs, But yeah, I haven't heard that much blues music. Like for example, I feel good. I knew that I would now. I feel good. I knew that I would now. So good, so good. I got you, hey, hey, hey. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I'm not being fully loud, by the way, because I'm in the park. I'm loud enough as it is. Yeah, that's I Feel Good. And then the run on the end was from a musical, Hairspray, from Elijah Kelly, when he does that Run and Tell That song. Yeah. I am jealous to your runs and vibrato, so we love you from the Philippines. Thank you, Timothy. Let me tell you, Timothy, those runs and vibratos that I'm doing, those runs and vibratos, those runs and vibrato I'm doing, at least 500 hours of practice, man. 500 hours of practice. All right? Anyone can do it. Come and I'll teach you if you really want to learn. But that's how much work I've done. I counted up the time over the years. At least 500 hours. Okay? It's a lot of work to get the vibrato. Oh, like high notes. I couldn't do high notes like that before. Runs. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Oh, oh, I swear. Oh, I swear. A lot of work, man, but anyone can do it. That's what I'm here for, to teach you guys, to help you if you really want to learn. Don't be jealous. Be motivated and then come learn. Pandita, well, just for a screenshot. Carl, coach. I'm not sure what that is. It's in Filipino. Is vibrato something a person has naturally or can be learned? It can be learned. I learned it. See my before and afters and you'll see I had no vibrato. You can definitely learn vibrato. I teach it. I've taught many students vibrato. I learned vibrato myself, so 100% anyone can learn it. There's nothing natural about it. The only people that have it naturally are people that are good at copying and they could just figure it out by themselves. If that's what you call natural. Yeah. KRM NRC. Love your videos. Huge love and respect from Egypt. Thank you very much, man. Romeo Wavy. I'll definitely book some lessons, but I plan to. Fantastic. I'd love to see you in lessons. It's the best way to make the most progress possible. I guarantee. You will love it. I'm not just trying to get money. You'll see I probably have the cheapest prices you've ever seen. So if you buy 100 lessons from me, you will definitely get the lowest rate you've ever paid for a music teacher, because I reward you if you do a lot of lessons. And the reason is most people need a lot of lessons to become professional. So just keep it real, you know. No one becomes an Olympic athlete without a coach for many, many hours. Yeah. Pandita, how many? And you're not even trying to become an Olympic athlete. You know what I mean? You're just trying to be like advanced, not necessarily elite. How many instruments do you play? I play guitar, mainly. I also play cajon drum, which is a drum. It's like a box that you sit on. It's spelled CAJON. If you want to check that out. Those are the two instruments I play the most. I play a tiny bit of piano stuff, but I can't really play songs, you know what I mean? Whereas on the drum, I can play like full beats, like play along with songs, play on my own. And with the guitar, I can play songs as well. And I did a lot of work to learn those instruments too. I was not natural at all. My rhythm was horrible. Like, I spent a lot of time learning, and I was lucky. I had great people around me as great examples. And, you know, I studied like crazy. So if you want to learn guitar, go check out my courses. I got my courses. I've got them at a super discounted rate right now. So go check them out right now. It's cost of a CD, cost of an album. You can get my course. I highly recommend my guitar course, because all you got to do is play along and you will learn. You will not need any help. There's no guesswork. Whereas with the singing course, it's great, but only if you're at a certain level. Otherwise, it's hard for you to understand if you're making mistakes or not. But for the people that are at that certain kind of level, they'll be able to figure it out, figure the rest out. So course will be great for you in that case. Kyle says, vibrato can be learned. Yes, definitely. Vibrato is a skill, therefore can be learned. That's it. How to expand your vocal range. Come get lessons and I'll show you. But generally, the way you expand your range is you go from really low, you take a song down really low, and then you build up your range note by note until you can get higher. It's a very gradual process, and it takes months to years to build up your range. Come get lessons and I'll show you how. May, coach, where are you from? Oh, you already asked, didn't you? Oh, maybe that was someone else. I'm from Sydney, Australia, and I'm Lebanese. I was born in Lebanon, and I came to Australia when I was 5 years old. I'm 34 years old now, turning 35 in December. GMTC, yo, who were the people dancing in your karaoke vid? They were just randoms that were there. And my girlfriend was filming me, Jessica, and she started filming them because like they were funny. And then I was like, yeah, I was looking, so I went and kind of stood behind them so I could be in the shot and sort of like have a little laugh because they were interesting. It's always cool when people are having fun at karaoke. You get to see lots of things. Kyle, my coach said to expand range, you need to keep pushing yourself. Yeah, exactly. But you need a strategy. You can't just like go really hard because you could hurt yourself. You know what I mean? It's like expanding range is like learning how to lift heavier weight, for example. You can't just push yourself and lift 100 kilos. You need to go 5 kilos, 10 kilos, 15 kilos, 20 kilos. You know what I mean? You need to go really gradually. Same with singing a high note. If you want to get to a high C5, for example, you need to gradually go from the low C3. You need to build it up. And then gradually C3, then D3, E3, F3, etc. You got to gradually go. You need a strategy. And I love your hair. It's so bold, like 007. Thanks. Peter, is there any chance or possibility that a normal person without any talent singing can improve their voices, especially when they love to sing, yet their voice were not so good? Lol. 100%. Go to my playlists or go to my website, rnbsinginglessons.com, RN for Nelly, B for Bob. And you can check out my before and afters, and you can have proof that someone who started like me as a beginner and out of key became someone who is advanced and able to teach. Anyone can learn. It's just a skill. Just like driving, just like running, just like riding a bike, just like learning maths in school, just like learning English, just like learning a language. It's absolutely no different. The closest probably is learning a language. It's probably the most closest skill you can compare. And you would say anyone can learn a language, right? You just need to spend a lot of time to get the accents and the pronunciations, etc. Of course. This takes a lot of time, and you probably need a good teacher. Carl, to expand your range and roll to coach. That's right, that's right. Axel, I need help with singing high notes. Yeah, a lot of people need it. Shake the head to vibrato? No, you don't need to shake your head. Watch. Oh, it's in here. I feel it like in my throat and in my stomach, in my diaphragm area. Oh, no movement. No movement in my jaw, no movement in my head. It's not necessary. Some people move their jaw, but you don't actually need to. I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying I learned how to do it without actually moving anything. It's from the inside. You know, I teach the inside to move. Ah. You should see the teaching lessons of Dimash. That is insane. I mean, okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. Thank you, Pandita. Shake that to vibrato high, Yusuf, and include your shoulders for a better vibrato. Oh, oh, oh. You can. See, I'm not doing that from my inside. I'm doing that just from shaking my head. Oh, without shaking my head. Oh. Yeah. I have no problem performing on stage at all, but once I get inside the studio, microphone scares me and I can't sing. Is that normal? Thanks, love. Yeah. You got to practice being in that situation more. So put yourself in that situation more often. Or a similar situation, like maybe get a microphone and sing in front of a camera at home, and that might make you feel a bit scared. Visualize it that you're actually doing that. Put yourself in a similar situation or in the exact situation as much as you can, and that'll prepare you more. 9 plus 10 equals what? 19. Teach me how to doggy. Teach me how to doggy. Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to duck. Teach. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to duck. Everybody let me. So you're a master of masters. No, I don't know about that. I'm advanced. I don't know if I'm a master. I do think I'm a master at teaching. I do think I'm very, very good at teaching. Like, being humble and all that, yeah, it's true, but I also like to be honest. I do think I am very good at breaking things down so that anyone can understand it. When it comes to like teaching a student one-on-one, I do think I've really developed that skill to a very high level, and I'm really proud of myself for doing that. And I really enjoy the happy feeling it gives students when I can use that skill with people, like to help them. Bandita, and something about the football. I don't follow the football. Sorry. Pretty sure everyone has stage fright at some point. Yeah, definitely. I had to work on my stage fright. I still get afraid sometimes. Still get nervous. Gee, oh yeah, I do love how you break things down. I learned a lot from you. Thank you so much. How to learn ascending runs. Slow them down. Make a list of all the ascending runs you like. Take the MP3s or put them in Amazing Slowdowner and work on them like crazy. But slow down. I've got a list, for example. Well, oh no, it must be in my new phone. But I have which I'm using right now to do the live. I have a list of ascending runs, and I literally practice those ascending runs, like when I want to work on ascending runs. Whoa, that's from Daryl Ongsrud. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So you just have to work on it a lot. And that's why. What's that? And that's why. And that's why. That's from Wanya Morris, Feather in Your Wings. One of my favorite songs of his. It's a crazy ascending run that he does. And that's why. So he does like an up and then a down. How do you work on it? Slow it down with Amazing Slowdowner and just work on one note at a time. Get every note right, slowly, at 25%, and then start to speed it up. That's it. Come get lessons if you don't get it. If you can't do it, come get lessons, and I'll show you how to do it. Carl Schmidt, thanks. I'm starting on Music World. When you get married, coach. Well, we're together, so I'm not in a rush to get married. Wow, that's amazing. You're the teacher that everyone needs. Thank you so much, Zinbean. Makes me want to take lessons even though I don't sing. Thank you, man. Do you know how to speak Spanish? I'm from Mexico. No, I don't know how to speak Spanish. I only know a couple of words because I used to work with a lot of Spanish people when I used to be a cleaner. Back when I was in uni, I was a cleaner for 4 years, and it was a Spanish cleaning company. So she used to call me, one of the girls used to call me Tonto. Only Spanish I know is La Bomba by Ricky Martin. Que noche movida intensamente vivida de Nueva Zelanda. Oh, I forgot. Muévete mamita que me vuelvo loco. Se me bacherita la bomba estás. Cosa linda, cosa mona. Sua, la bomba dar. Adrome de velta. Edroveta va. I don't know that bit. I don't know some of that part. Yeah. By the way, Isabella says, by the way, the lowest note I hit is a C2. Okay, and the highest is A6. Wow. No, I don't know about the names. Sorry, Isabella. I can't read that Arabic. And yeah, Mike. I forgot how to read. I can only read a little bit. Sorry. Allah anta ربع مصروع. Really? I don't know. Sorry. Yes, I'm Lebanese, yeah. I came to Australia when I was 5. Whoop. I am super late. I got a jet. Oh, couple questions here. Oh my god. I'll get back to you guys later. Hold on. Oh, Romeo. Thank you very much, Romeo, for the super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Romeo gave me $4.99. And just have a quick look at these questions. Oh, okay, Timothy. Here we go. Yeah, Summer Hayek. Jim. Later, Jim. Later, everyone else. Bye. Thank you so much for having a fantastic reaction.